Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this specific video, I'm going to be using the website of Ratio Points in order to demonstrate or illustrate more what I'm going to be talking about in this specific scenario, the Wells Fargo Atom car. Unfortunately, those people who have been watching for credit cards or being involved into the credit card game knows there are cards that having changed, have been disappearing, or have any type of negative impact, therefore becoming nerf. And unfortunately, this last year in 2026 so far, we've been hitting hard in some areas. And I feel like this Wells Fargo Attune card is one of the cards that we missed the boat for those who wanted to apply for it. Because unfortunately, until today, what is it, June 16, at least it's not on the website anymore. So I'm not sure if it's coming back. I'm not sure if they're switching it for something else and coming back up again. We don't know. We don't even know if it's gonna probably change to autograph, similar to what happened with Build car with West Fargo in Build, and then after the inflation finished, it became an autograph car. We don't know if this is only West Fargo by itself, so there's a chances of anything happening until we know something for sure. But well, what happened with this car? This is a car that some people love it and some people hate it. Because it's a car that I know online people were reporting that it was hard to get approved for. But at the same time, other reason why people hate it is the fact that some people were trying to use it for the categories it was saying to work, but unfortunately it was not working. But at the same time, those people who, like me, that want to use this card for specific areas that we know for sure is gonna be working, it's a card that we want it for sure because it's a 4%. Yes, it's not a 5% back, but it's a 4% in areas that are kinda difficult to find in other cards and are kinda special. So it's not very common to find this. Not just that, but the good thing with Wells Fargo is that you can get your points 1 cent per point. So that's good by itself. So you can get cash back if you wanted to, or you can transfer to other partners that they have available, which is not a lot, but it will work great if you have other credit cards that earn travel points. For example, categories that this card was or are working on is bookstore. The reason it says Amazon over here is because it's the most famous one, but Amazon started like a bookstore at first, so that's their main category as company. Of course, there are other departments inside Amazon, and that my category is different. So the main store by itself it does goes as bookstore. Other categories would be gym, flowers and garden supplies, for example, florist or nursery. Hobby stores like Michaels, like sewing, fabric, photography, supply stores, crafts and shops, and similar stores, movie theaters, pet care for those who are interested in Chewy, and PetSmart, pedicure for your dogs or grooming. It's good to have 4% back on the live entertainment, self-care spa services, as well including haircuts and I don't know manicure stores, sports recreations like this will be including like circuses, aquariums, museums, amusement parks, for example. Streaming services that we know tend to be Amazon Prime, tends to be Crunchyroll, Peacock, Disney Plus, for mentioning some. And transit in this specific scenario tends to be mostly limited, but it's mostly like lines, commute transportations, ferries, kind of ground transportation. Not everything, unfortunately, but it's what it's trying to do at least. At one point for everything else. All right, this is really the reason why some people like me wanted to have this car, especially in my specific scenario was because of the pet care. I spent a lot of money on the four dogs that I have rescued and adopted. So I know for sure it's something that it will be coming great in handy with me. Of course, some hair services comes in handy as well as hobbies and Amazon if it works properly, of course. And because the other alternative would be using chase card that will give you a 5% back, or if it comes into the freedom flags, a 5x 1/4 of the year. But over here you're having a 4x that potentially can be more than 4% back. And if you were interested in which partners these points were able to transfer, it was Virgin Atlantic, it was Bianca, JetBlue, Choice Privilege, that was 1 point, and then you get 2 Choice Privilege points, Flying Blue, and Avios. I know a lot of people in the like using Avios in order to book from other companies in general because it can have different companies that can redeem average points. And it might not be a lot of companies, but they're kinda good enough to be useful. Unfortunately, nowadays when we try to hit it to apply now, you can only tell and find 3 cards. You can only find the active cash, which is 2%. You can find a reflect, which is pretty much a low APR card. You can find an autograph card, which is a 3%, 3 points in multiple interesting categories. And of course, if we go to personal and then we go to other credit cards options, like rewards credit cards, we're gonna be finding the autograph journey, which is mostly for travel related, and we're gonna be finding other card like one key, the choice privileges options, and the Technify business card. But as you can tell, there's no more of the Wells Fargo Attune card. And unfortunately, it's a card that is relatively new compared to other credit cards, and for some reason that we don't know yet, it has disappeared. And like I mentioned before, we don't know what's gonna be the future about this card because I don't have it, and I don't know the owners that have one. What's gonna happen? So until we have some data points that they're gonna keep it, they're gonna change it, they are going to probably change to a active cash or a autograph. We will know until then. But this video is pretty much to let you know that unfortunately this card has been disappearing or had disappeared from the market in general. So unfortunately we continue losing good cars in potential setups. So I would like to know, did you end up able to get this car? Are you one of those people interested on this car that unfortunately got hurt just like me, not being able to find it no more? Or where do you see it? But with this, I hope you guys have a good day and I hope I can see you later. So, ciao, ciao, and thank you so much.